The Wolverines will kick it away to start. Fair catch, called for and made. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Dropping back, it's Shuck. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Cardinals want to move quickly.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for him.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
On the run, it's Edwards. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They make the stop, and this running game moves the change as they get the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverine. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Quarterback checking off. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. To the air, it's Shuck. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, we probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
And they'll knock him down. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water plays. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Warren. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the run, fires downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Louisville. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Louisville 21, Michigan 7.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking downfield, it's Warren. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catch.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Number 21 scores for defense.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Dropping back, it's Shuck. Buys a little extra time. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Pulls it in. It's Edwards.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Wolverines get enough to move the chains.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down.
First down for the offense.
Black 24. Black 24. Lizzie.
Looking for a man. It's Warren. He's got his man.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime.
Belly stunner. Gorilla.
From the gun, looking for a man. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
DB's right up on the receivers. On second down, looking again to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Now it's a two-possession game, maybe a two-point conversion needed in there. Down by 15 as they're about to kick it off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. One more snap coming before halftime. Give to Brown. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show.
29, Michigan 14.
The Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Looking to throw, it's Warren. Dumps it to the back. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up. They believe they can run right here. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the stomping has commenced.
Number 25 with the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. And it's picked off at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Louisville 35, Michigan 14.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This one away.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also...
Time to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tackled after picking up the first down. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Back to throw, it's Warren. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
They want to just keep throwing it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
The throw to the outside is complete. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Finds him out of the backfield, and it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
29 Philly.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Here comes the 2-point try.
Get set, get set. Man.
Looking to throw, it's Warren. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And they're able to make the tackle. The Cardinals are in the hurry up. On On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. The offense starts with a short field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Grabbed over the middle, it's Loveland. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Moore. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Warren. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. On target over the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease.
The ball squirts free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They want that clock to run. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Fires downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, they've done a lot of really nice things on the road in this game so far, and that's why they have the lead. But after that incompletion now, you can sense the momentum now switching back to the home team late in this game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Touchdown, Michigan! The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in. This time, it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And don't miss the fact there was some heat on that extra point, but he was able to tie it up. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. headed back out on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position.
Looking for a huge play. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. And the Wolverines will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Handoff to the lone back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the move, it's Edwards. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Warren. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. On the move, it's Riley. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Okay, one possession game. Got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will put toe to leather and will get started. Fair catch, called for and made. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. To the air, it's Shuck. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these defenders shedding blocks and then getting hats to the football. That's impressive.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosion. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his tight end. They stripped it out. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Here on third down for this offense. Defense in press coverage. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try to run for it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Grab behind the line. It's Lacey. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass. It's Shuck. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
On the move is the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
It's now
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. No. On that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Steps away. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Defense dropping into soft coverage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Louisville! They'll try to add another to their lead.
Number 1, Hall Tank in the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score Louisville 14, USC 0.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down to start the drive after the break. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Marks. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
Brought down at the 11-yard line. Second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick completion to the right. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking down the middle. It's caught. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Complete downfield.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 25 with the carry.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Louisville, 21. USC, 3.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game.
Ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming.
And he's got that bayou speed. Like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Fair catch called for and made. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He wants to throw here on second down. Catch in the middle, it's marked. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On the ready. 1-4 satellite. 1-4 satellite.
The DBs will back off a bit. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Louisville.
Touchdown, Louisville. Number 7 with the catch in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think, Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up and he plucked it.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Was to pass. He uncorks one deep. Oh, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Hudson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, it's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Fires toward the end zone. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover 2 and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing. But I got to see the route. I got to see the wide receiver breaking, understanding the quarterback's throwing the football. And as soon as that hand separates from the other hand, I'm breaking on it. Does a great job breaking on it and making the catch.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now 2nd and 10. On the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this...
Can anyone catch him? At the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And It's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Unloads to the right. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's looking for a man on second down. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Cardinals! And the route is on. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I'm going to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds a spot in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Trojans have their offense in high gear. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the defense doing work.
Touchdown. Number 20. Scores 4 for the defense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much.